I'm CeeBeaats. I'm a 17-year-old producer from London. I'm most known for co-producing Boy by Digga. One thing you might not know about me is I actually do graphic design, so I want to make my own merchandise like this. I made this myself.
Rising producer CeeBeaats is becoming one of the UK's hottest and talked about on the scene, known for the success of co-producing Digga's Boy. We delve into C's balance between music and education, remaining anonymous, and plans for the year ahead.
CeeBeaats.
Yes.
You're young, you're in
Yes.
college,
Yeah.
you got the world at your feet, and you co-produced one of the biggest and the best-selling drill tracks of last year.
Yeah.
Amazing for you, Digga
Thank
D.
you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Why is he leaving his right hand? Hey, come back, your boy.
I mean, if you don't know that song, then I don't even know about you. But for producing, that started at quite a young age.
Yeah.
9.
Young. Yeah.
I mean, how does a 9-year-old even come to producing?
Oh, because my mum does music, like she's a producer. You know, like when you're walking around the house and like you can hear like a bass, and you're just like, oh my God, I want to do this. I want to copy this. And like mostly like my family does music, but it's mainly my mum that's been like my biggest inspiration when it comes to producing. So like when I can like walk around, I'll just be like, oh my God, like, I want to do this. Like I want to copy it. So yeah, that's mainly why I got into music as well.
From 9 years up until this day, that is amazing. And your mum's done some incredible things herself.
Yes.
And she's worked with the likes of Mariah Carey, Gloria Gaynor.
Yes.
That is incredible. And
Yes.
and it's no surprise that you kind of followed in her footsteps and have done so well, you know, in the short space of time that you've kind of excelled into the industry. Has drill music been something that you've always been interested in, or is it one of those things that because it's kind of been popping, you've kind of explored into it through that way?
Because I was listening to it in like 2016, because I was in like secondary school, and like people were like, what's the song, like Harlem Spartans, and like Canton where it started, like those ones, and like everyone used to, I was like, why are they all like singing it so much? Like it was infectious, like everyone was, even some of the teachers, they'll be like, oh, what's that song?
Teachers?
Yeah.
They were all doing it in the classes?
Yeah, some of the teachers. So I think in like 2019, because that's when I got FL Studio, like where I make my beats now. And I actually started to listen to the drill beats and like the bounciness of the tracks. And then I actually started to make them. I was like, oh my God, this is like one of my favourite genres to make, because I originally started to make like R&B and trap. But drill is like one of my favourite genres to make, definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
So do you reckon that you will venture out into, because you said that you do like other genres as well, so do you reckon are you going to pigeonhole yourself into just making drill, or do you want to venture out and make other music as well?
Definitely like Afro beats, R&B, trap, hip hop, country if I want to.
What?
Afro,
yeah.
Afro house. What other genres are there? Like, trying to think. Like I did Brazilian funk as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything I
So
can
just
get my hands
venturing
onto.
out.
Yeah.
And females in producing, we see it, but we don't see a lot of it. And our hope with anybody that's kind of watching this is that they feel, by watching you and seeing how well that you've done in, you know, a short space of time, long space of time, because you've been doing it from such a young age, but in terms of being on the scene and kind of giving them that encouragement to say, you know what, we're female, but we can do this, and we can do it in drill. Was that ever a thing for you? Did you ever worry about being kind of a lone wolf, to say, in a pond full of loads of males?
Not really, because obviously there's Wonder Girl that does that beat, that she's really nice to speak to as well. I've spoken to her once or twice. And like the way that she just brands herself and the way she's just comfortable in the studio, and like I've seen like videos of her in the studio, she's very comfortable, especially like with my audience. Like when I started, like they were very like, oh my God, it's a female producer. Like they were really supportive, and they still are. So I don't really feel like a lone wolf, to be honest. It feels like everyone just kind of welcomed me into the community very well.
That's beautiful. It's funny you say that, because every single producer that we've spoken to, they've said in the producer community, everyone is so welcoming and really supportive of one another as well. Definitely. So it's nice to hear that you're saying exactly the same thing as well when it comes to that. So talk to me about co-producing with M1. How did that come about? Was it a management thing? Was it a DM slide? I want to work with you.
So like how producers do collaborations is like, obviously if you have a relationship with the producer, obviously you collaborate. But it was in the beginning of like obviously the corona, like, and obviously we couldn't go into a studio, so it obviously had to be like done like that. But even now, like when I talk about it, it's still like it's mad. Like the way that I can go on TikTok and I'll see people, woo. I'm just like, huh? I co-produced that for me. So it's crazy. Yeah.
I bet that feeling and it being up for awards as well with the Mobos last year.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, you sound like somebody who is big on law of attraction. When I just heard you speaking before we got the cameras rolling, did you envision this to be your career and how things were going to take off, or was it kind of
not
unexpected?
so quick?
Right.
I thought it would be a bit longer, but like I think around October last year, I said like I really want to be a really big like female producer. I want to collaborate with different artists. I want to work with a lot of different artists. And then obviously when Boy came out and I saw the response, I was like, hold on, this is me. Like it's still crazy like when I see the response of it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really imagine it being so big, so quick. But
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative of it. I'm very appreciative.
I mean, it's amazing work that you've done. Such amazing. How do you find balancing college and doing this at the same time? Because you're doing graphics in college, so I suppose, and you made your own mask.
My mask, yeah.
Are they for sale?
Yeah, they will be soon, hopefully.
Great. So you
Soon.
can get some of that.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you find the balance? Is it okay? Is
It's
it?
very okay because my manager's she's really amazing. So when it comes to like managing my college work and my music, it's very easy. So I don't feel stressed like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And plus my college is very lenient when it comes to me. Like they know obviously about the music and they're very lenient. So they give me time and more breaks sometimes. But yeah, it's very easy.
And one thing that you have done as well is you've hidden your identity when it comes to your music.
Yes.
When it comes to your face and putting yourself out there. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, because I'm still in college and that, I still want to be able to walk around despite my success. Like, I still want to be able to go to the shops and not be like, oh my God, is that? Yeah, so even if they did that, I still obviously take them in and welcome them. But I still want to be able to walk around and enjoy my teenage years and my years to come to this. Yeah.
Do you know what? I think it's really nice you saying that, because I think so much so when you speak to, I don't know, youth of our generation,
Yeah.
there are a lot that do get caught up in the clout and wanting to be even, influencers, and they want, X amount of following and they want, whatever. But that's how you can tell that you are about the music and that is the most important thing.
Definitely.
But not only that, but what you're studying as well, you take that seriously.
Yeah, very seriously.
And so it is amazing the fact that you have kind of distinguished those two paths. And you've made this choice of you're going to, keep them as they are, and you still want to live your life in the way that you want to.
Yeah,
are you ever worried or scared about being hunchoed and baited out on the socials? Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Are you worried about being revealed?
Not really worried, because I know like my audience is very supportive. Like even if they saw, they'll be like, put it down, like take it down. But like I don't feel like scared. I think it's more like just making sure people focus on the music first, and still being able to be myself and still being able to go out, as I said before, and be comfortable. So no, I'm not really scared about it, but definitely I'm protective of, and my audience is protective of it as well.
Yeah. And you've drummed up a real loyal fan base and support system on your social media, which is great. And the second that you do put something out on your Instagram, you gain a lot of traction. People are watching to see what it is that you're doing next, and to have that in such a short space of time is such a great thing to achieve. Do you feel any pressure when it comes to what it is that you're going to then come out with next? Or
no, because they're so supportive of anything I do. Like, because I thought like, because I started off with drill, because I was starting to like kind of venture and show different genres. They were just like, okay, we can want more of it. I was just like, really? So yeah, they're very supportive. It's not like they'll be like, if I made I don't know, country tomorrow, they wouldn't like unfollow me or anything. They'll actually support me a lot. So yeah,
and I think that is really important. Having supporters that will ride through with you with everything that you do, and it's great that you've been able to do that as well.
Yeah.
When it comes to artists in the UK, is there anyone that you've got your eye on that you'd love to kind of...
Yeah, there's like OFB, Abracadabra, Shabo, Ivorian Doll, she's really good as well. Millions, Digga D again, definitely. Unknown T, a lot of artists. Even the smaller ones I'd want to work with as well, because obviously when you make a tune for them and they're coming up, like you could actually grow with them as well. So I want to do that as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, exactly. And it's nice being able to see those sort of collaborations, like exactly what happened with M1.
Yeah.
You know, and helping to kind of shift and help kind of push your career up and kind of give you a head start and get loads of people talking about you. And you've been co-signed by some incredible people. Mira May tweeted literally the start of this year, saying
so
one to look out for. How do you feel when you go on social media and you see the volume of support that you're getting from artists and your supporters as well?
You know, one time I cried, you know, because I think I went on a live, and they were like, "Oh my God, CeeBeaats, like I really love you, like I'm from America, blah blah." I started crying. I don't care. I cried. Yeah, I cried. And what was it? Even like Tiffany Calver, she's really supportive as well. Mira May is definitely supportive. She's definitely supportive as well. I'm trying to think of who else. There's other people that are really supportive, but it's made me emotional all the time.
Really?
So yeah, definitely.
What does it mean to you? Kind of getting where you want to be in music.
Yeah, it's basically like making a way for my family, making sure that obviously people like even youngers, because there's like people that are like 12. I don't know if you know that the person that did Digga D's Daily Dapper, he's only 12 years old. He's only 12. Yeah, I speak to him a lot. Like there's people that I know that are like 11 that are starting and like kind of get advice, blah blah. So I just wanted them to know that obviously they can do it too. Females can do it too as well. Not just obviously females, but men, but more females as well, because there's not many of us that are on the scene. Making sure, because like if I asked you to count 5 female producers on the hand, you don't think you could.
Tough.
Yeah, so just making sure obviously my name comes out as much as possible, working with different artists, collaborations. Yeah, that's
and
it.
help to kind of build a network of people that you're working with. If anybody is interested in kind of getting involved in production, where do you even begin? Like, even taking us back to when you was 9 years old and you decided that you wanted to kind of get involved.
Yeah.
Did you speak to your mum at that point and say, like, help me out? Or did you just start, Yeah? What was the first
I actually started on the iPad, like GarageBand, yeah. I was like, what's this? Can I? And then obviously we'll collaborate sometimes. And then like even she'll sometimes sing over my beats and stuff like that. So I can get the experience of working with like a songwriter or a writer and see what it's like, blah, blah. But yeah, I'd say more focus on GarageBand first, because that's kind of like the foundation of all the instruments that you can use. And then kind of work your way up. So I went from GarageBand to Logic, then Logic to FL Studio. So yeah, I'd say work your way up first, definitely.
Are there any producers in the industry that you really kind of admire or look up to?
Murder Beats, he's really sick. Like Tay Keith, there's like Chris Rich, he's really nice as well. BK. I'm trying to think on the spot.
There's so many, isn't there?
So many. Wonder Girl, definitely. Timbaland, I really like him. Kanye West, Scott Storch, a lot of them.
Streams and streams and streams of them.
Yeah, definitely.
So many.
Definitely.
You've been titled as one to look out for and one to watch this year, and by publications as well, which is amazing. Towards kind of the back end of last year.
Yeah.
What do you want to get out of this year? I mean, it's a strange year, as I suppose last year was to a degree because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You was able to achieve incredible things given that we was in that. But hopefully by summer we'll be out, touch wood. But what's in your visions for this year? What's your plans?
Yeah, I definitely want to obviously work with different artists, collaborate with different producers, obviously get studio sessions in as much as possible. But I mainly want to just obviously get my name out, grow my audience as much as possible. I even give like tips sometimes to producers if I want, like maybe do like a little like boot camp or something if I can. What's it called? Like a producer? Is it project?
Like a sort of
Yeah,
I don't even know what I was going to say there. Just collaboration. Like, that's really sweet. I think it's nice that you come across as somebody who's wanting to give back into those who are looking to get involved in the entertainment industry, and that is something that is really special. I think about you, the fact that you feel that way, and it's really encouraging of anybody that wants to get started in the career, because there's so many people that are selfish and just want it all for themselves. But the fact that you are, even just so young and just so giving, I think is a real beautiful thing. And I think it's just only going to continue to kind of accelerate you in the direction that you want to be in. And talking about kind of acceleration and starting off in the industry, when we spoke to JB, he mentioned his kind of struggles and his battles first starting up. And it was a really interesting story, and you know, the volume of work that he had to put in for kind of little gain at the end of it. You've got a manager. Do you feel like that is really important when you first start out in the industry, or how does that work?
Well, having that, do you think that having a manager?
As a producer,
it definitely helps, because when you start, like, especially like if you're starting to grow very quickly, and there's a lot of like emails coming through, and there's a lot of people that are asking you different things. So when you have like a manager, they're very like able to help you when it comes to that, and obviously getting your name out as much as possible. So I say, especially if they're starting, I don't think it's essential like immediately, because obviously they're still going to grow their audience and they're still learning. But when they get to a specific place, especially when it comes to placements, like obviously it's very important to have like a lawyer and have a manager and to help you with those things. I think it's very important, definitely.
And working with artists who have got big names, when starting out, do you take the hit and say, because you are a huge star, collaborating with them and doing freebies, or are you just like, nah?
No.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I don't think so, to be honest. Because I think everyone deserves what they do. So I think obviously producers deserve what they do. Engineers, obviously, they get paid for their time. I think everyone deserves what they deserve, to be honest. I think that's important.
It is important, because you do see a lot of that stuff on social media about like not knowing why friends don't support their friends and buy from their businesses, and at the end of the day, it's the time, it's the money that goes into doing what it is, that's the craft. And I think the fact that you know your self-worth and know how talented you are now, and you're projecting that out there, it's going to inspire other people. And it will be very poignant to them to know that, like, life isn't just about freebies and collaborating with X star because of who they are, who he or she is. I need to get paid too. And they got the money, so I need to get some of that too. So that's really interesting, and I think it's a real great point. And I salute you for doing that, because again, going back to the clout thing, which we know that you're not here for anyway, but a lot of people would. A lot of people really would. American artists, are there any that you are really keen to work with?
Yeah, like, Summer Walker, Timbaland. I really love Timbaland. Timbaland, Busta Rhymes. I'm trying to think, like Missy Elliott, like all the old artists I want to obviously work with as well. I'm trying to think of who else. There's so many to think of. Trying to think, like Gina Iko, her, what's her name, Snow Allegra, she's really good, Isaiah Rashad, a lot of different artists on there.
So what's coming up?
Yes, I've actually got a campaign coming up. So Alessi approached me. Yeah, they approached me.
What?
I know. I love their clothes.
How is this happening? Wow.
I wish I could tell you. So they approached me out of me and another producer, and I got chosen. Really, I'm still shocked by it. I can't.
Pinch me moment.
Yeah, very much pinch me. I've got that coming up. It's like a tennis campaign kind of thing. It's like an Afrobeat track as well.
What?
Yep.
Oh wow, that is incredible. And it's just. It's one thing after another, which is just so...
It's still mad to me.
Yeah.
Still.
And is there dates that is going to start to roll out for?
I think that towards the end of February, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
That is incredible. Well, I take my hat off to you.
Thank you.
You're literally going from strength to strength, and it's so beautiful to see.
Thank you.
To females in music and in production.
Yes.
And it's great, you know, you're not pigeonholing yourself into one particular genre. You've done your drill, you've nailed it, you're going to carry on doing it. You got your Afro beats there, your funk there as well. And yeah, I mean, you're an inspiration, and I'm sure to a lot of others as well. And I have every bit of faith that your career is only just beginning, honey.
Yeah, ma'am.
It's gonna be but thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you.
Young, talented and gifted, C's journey has only just begun, and with the recent success of co-producing Diggady's Why and her most recent collaboration with LS, we know that this year is going to be a great year for the rise of women in production. Follow UK Gossip TV for more.